Not every great film survives beyond its theatrical moment. Some disappear once the lights come up. Others lose their power outside the cinema. But a rare few, they endure. These are films designed for scale.
A fight on the landing ground. We shall never surrender. We shall never surrender.
Silence and spectacle. Movies that once demanded the biggest screen possible and still command your attention today. Even at home, they remain immersive.
1 hour.
You knew this would happen?
Everything changed. Jake, it's crazy here.
Intense and unforgettable. Today, we're revisiting 10 films that prove real cinema doesn't fade with time. Let's begin. Number 10, Battleship.
Prepare to fire.
Sir, which weapons?
This one is controversial, and that's part of the appeal. Released in 2012, Battleship was never praised for its script or subtlety, but visually, it's far more impressive than its reputation suggests. Director Peter Berg leans hard into scale. Massive naval vessels slicing through open ocean, alien machines erupting from the water, and wide IMAX-framed shots that make the Pacific feel endless and hostile. The practical locations, real destroyers, the USS Missouri, and Hawaii's coastline, give the action a physical weight that a lot of CGI-heavy blockbusters lack. Add Steve Jablonsky's thunderous score, and the film constantly feels loud, dense, and engineered to overwhelm your senses. It's messy, excessive, and unapologetically big. As a visual spectacle, it still plays surprisingly well when you crank the volume and let it wash over you. Number 9, The Tree of Life. Terrence Malick's The Tree of Life is less a conventional film than a cinematic meditation, and visually, it's staggering. Shot by Emmanuel Lubezki using natural light, wide lenses, and constantly drifting camera movement, the movie feels alive. Sunlight flares through trees, water glides across skin, and suburban Texas becomes something mythic. Malick contrasts intimate childhood memories with vast cosmic imagery, nebulae, volcanic eruptions, microscopic life, and prehistoric Earth, much of it achieved through practical effects rather than CGI. The result feels tactile and elemental, like you're watching creation unfold frame by frame. Every image is composed with painterly care, yet never feels rigid or staged. It's a film built on scale, emotional, spiritual, and visual. And even at home, it rewards viewers who give themselves over to its rhythm and imagery. Number 8, Gravity, Tubi. Few modern films were engineered so precisely for scale. Released in 2013, Gravity is a masterclass in visual immersion, built almost entirely around motion, light, and perspective. Alfonso Cuarón and cinematographer Emmanuel Lubezki place the camera in constant orbit, drifting, spinning, gliding. So space never feels static or safe. Earth hangs in the background like a living painting, while darkness swallows everything beyond it. Long, unbroken shots pull you directly into the chaos, making debris storms feel overwhelming and inescapable. The use of silence is just as striking as the visuals, broken only by muffled vibrations and a pulse-heavy score that mirrors panic. Nearly every frame was designed to feel three-dimensional, even outside a theater. Turn the lights off, turn the sound up, and it still delivers a full sensory experience at home. Number 7, Avatar, Disney+.
They've sent us a message that they can take whatever they want. But we will send them a message.
This is the modern benchmark for why the big screen still matters. Avatar wasn't just a movie, it was an experience engineered specifically for theaters. James Cameron built Pandora to be overwhelming. Towering floating mountains, bioluminescent forests, massive aerial battles that feel endless when projected at scale. The 3D wasn't a gimmick, it was the language of the film, creating depth that made audiences feel like they were inside the world rather than watching it. Sound design plays just as big a role, with creature roars, engines, and music filling every corner of the room. At home, it still looks impressive, but in a theater, Avatar feels alive. It reminds you what cinema can be when technology, ambition, and spectacle fully align. Number 6. Dunkirk.
You should be at home! There's no hiding from this, son. We have a job to do.
This is pure cinematic tension, engineered for the theater. Dunkirk isn't a traditional war movie. It's a survival experience built on sound, scale, and relentless pressure. Christopher Nolan strips away backstory and dialogue, forcing you to feel time slipping away instead. The IMAX photography puts you on the beach, in the cockpit, and trapped at sea, while Hans Zimmer's ticking score feels like a countdown you can't escape. Every dive bomber, every wave crashing against metal, every engine sputter hits harder on massive speakers. It's not about hero speeches or battlefield glory. It's about fear, endurance, and the fight to survive one more minute. Number 5. 1917.
If you fail,
This is one of those films that was built around immersion, not spectacle for spectacle's sake. 1917 unfolds like a single, unbroken journey, with the camera glued to its characters as they move through trenches, ruins, rivers, and open fields. That illusion of one continuous shot isn't just a technical flex, it pulls you forward, step by step, with no chance to breathe. Roger Deakins' cinematography turns mud, fire, and shadow into something almost hypnotic, while the shifting light, from blinding daylight to flare-lit night, feels massive on a theater screen. Explosions don't come in waves, they interrupt your space. Sound design and movement do as much storytelling as dialogue. Number 4. Blade Runner 2049.
I did your job once.
This is visual world building at its most meticulous and overwhelming. Denis Villeneuve doesn't rush a single frame. He lets the scale breathe. Every environment feels monumental. Rain-soaked megacities, endless concrete interiors, glowing holograms cutting through smog, and a radioactive Las Vegas bathed in orange dust. Roger Deakins' cinematography turns light into architecture, using shadows, color blocks, and negative space to make the world feel both vast and isolating. The pacing is deliberate, almost hypnotic, allowing images to linger long enough for you to absorb their weight. Massive sets, minimalist movement, and thunderous sound design make silence feel just as powerful as explosions. This wasn't designed to be consumed casually. It was built to engulf you. Even at home, Blade Runner 2049 still feels enormous, precise, and relentlessly immersive. Number 3. Heat, Hulu. This is urban cinema at its most expansive and precise. Michael Mann treats Los Angeles like a living organism. Wide freeways, glass towers, and endless nightscapes stretching far beyond the frame. The visuals are clean but cold, captured with a digital sharpness that makes the city feel exposed and unforgiving. The bank shootout isn't just loud, it's spatial. Gunfire echoes between buildings, bullets feel directional, and every movement is clearly mapped, which made it staggering in theaters. Mann's use of real locations and natural light gives the film scale without spectacle, grounding everything in reality. Night scenes glow with blues and silvers, while daylight feels harsh and indifferent. It's not flashy, but it's meticulous. Heat was built to be experienced big, where the city, the sound, and the silence could all hit at once. Number 2. Mad Max, Fury Road. Physical. Number 1. Interstellar, Paramount Plus.
Against the dying of the light.
All right, I make it.
Yes, you are.
This is big screen filmmaking in its purest form. Interstellar was designed for scale, shot on 35mm and IMAX 70mm, with images that feel vast, tactile, and overwhelming. The contrast between dusty farmland and the endless silence of space is striking, grounding the film before launching it into something cosmic. Spacecraft interiors feel mechanical and real, while planets are defined by extreme visuals. Towering waves, frozen wastelands, and impossible skies shaped by real physics. The black hole imagery isn't just spectacle, it bends light, space, and perspective in ways that feel genuinely alien. Hans Zimmer's organ-heavy score fills theaters like a force of nature, shaking seats as much as emotions. At home, it still impresses. But on the big screen, Interstellar feels monumental, built to be seen, heard, and felt all at once.
Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, Val Kilmer, Michael Mann.
And that's the list. These are the movies that weren't just made to be watched. They were built for scale, wide frames, thunderous sound design, images that demand your full attention. Seeing them in theaters was the ideal experience. But even years later, they still care. Now's the time to revisit them the right way.
Brave at close of day. Rage.
Lights off, volume up, no distractions. And if you've got a film that needs to be on a screen as big as possible, excuse to upgrade the watch list. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.